We are Z95TheBone.net on the World Wide Web. Z95 The Bone.
That's right, we are broadcasting live on location here at the Black River Coliseum. Big show tonight, Poplar, Shinedown, and Hailstorm. It's going to be the mother of all rock shows here in Poplar, Bluff. And with me right now is Brent Smith with Shinedown. Welcome to Poplar, Bluff, brother.
Thanks, man. It's my first time here, or I should say all of our in the band's first time. So we're stoked to be here.
And we are definitely stoked to have you here. I know you guys have.
Stoked to be here.
I know you guys have been with Poplar here a couple of shows. How's the tour been going with you guys?
It's fantastic, man. Me and Jacoby have been talking back and forth for a good 6 months about just being able to do some touring together. So it's really cool to see that we didn't get as long as we wanted to, but next year anything can happen in the summertime. But we've done I think 8 shows with each other so far, and we're just having it's just fun, man. We're having a blast just being out with each other, and we've toured with Hailstorm for many years, and it's a pretty much a knockdown, drag out rock show. So I think everybody's going to be ready for it. I hope they are.
And I'll tell you what, you guys, both Papa Roach and Shinedown, you guys just bring it live, man.
We try.
I've seen Shinedown 3 times, and I tell you what, brother, the first time I saw you guys was back in 2004. You guys were opening up for Velvet Revolver, Chevelle and Earshot. I gotta be honest with you, I'd never heard of you guys before, but you guys blew me away with your performance. Is that something that you guys try to do, is try to just kind of reach everybody in the crowd?
I think that the initial idea that we go into it is, this is not a job for us. We pretty much eat, breathe, and live everything music, everything Shinedown. It's just a part of who we are. We've always said that we only have one boss. It just happens to be everyone in the audience.
Right on.
So you have to be able to acknowledge the fact that the only reason you're standing on that stage is because of every single person that's in that crowd. So you better bring it like it's your last day on earth, because it might be.
I want to talk to you a little bit about The Sound of Madness, one of my favorite records of last year.
Thank you.
From top to bottom, it is incredible. I understand that pretty much every album you guys do is special and close to your heart, but was this one a little bit different?
Yeah, it was. This one took a lot longer to make for a lot of different reasons. I've kind of coined this phrase that the will to live will always outweigh the ability to die. This band could have potentially been no more during the process of writing this album and demoing it, and then initially recording the actual physical record. The band went through a lot of changes. I went through a lot of lineup changes, and the thing about this album in particular was this was everything that me and Barry had been through with each other. Barry being the drummer in the band. Everything from the last 10 years of me and him being with one another and building this project and this band up. It was a lot about the songwriting on this album. The record took in all, from the time we started writing, 18 months before it was actually in stores. I think that people didn't deserve any less from us. I think the first 2 records I think they were an entity into themselves, and they sound the way they do because that was the moment in time. But this was a lot different, and for this record, we just wanted to see how far we could actually push ourselves. Not only what we thought we were capable of actually recording, how large we could make the record sound, how epic we could make the songs. It was really about, it wasn't so much about drums, bass, guitar, and vocals. It was about the idea that layering could be a lot more interesting if we really had a design as to what we were actually striving for sonically on the record, which we already had that in our head. We used a lot of synthesizers on the record. We used a lot of sound effects. We used a ton of piano, and we were able to take 4 songs and use a 21-piece orchestra, which we've never been able to do.
Right.
It was really about layering it and making each song as massive as possible.
I tell you what, the writing in the album is incredible. Songs like Crow and Butterfly, Breaking Inside.
As far as lyrically, man, I went through all kinds of stuff, man. It was, I was just talking about the music, but yeah, lyrically, man, I always tell people that this album was going to be a lot cheaper than the Beverly Hills Therapist that I probably should have been on a song.
Now, I know that you guys are promoting a new video thing on iTunes. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just a package that you can get. Yeah, you can just get like every video we've done from back in the day with the first video we did, which was 45, to the Simple Man video. I think there's an old school Fly from the Inside video that's on there that we just kind of compiled early on. There's also the footage that we did from Atlanta earlier this year, the Tabernacle. That's on there. Save Me, that video's on there. Devour's on there. Sound of Madness is on there. If You Only Knew, that video's on there. Of course, Second Chance is on there. And yeah, we just wanted to compile it all, and if people wanted to get it, there it was. That way, you know, when you're on the plane, you're bored, you want to watch Shinedown videos.
Right. We got Brent here.
Driving in the car, hopefully in the passenger seat.
Right.
Not driving, I mean, I can see that happening now.
What's coming up for Shinedown in 2010? I know you guys are going to be touring with some pretty big bands coming up in 2010, and also what else?
It starts off in January. We're headlining. It's going to be Skillet, Puddle of Mud, and ourselves.
Wow.
And then we're going to go. Then we start more of an international run because we had done Europe 3 times this year, and we were taken over by Disturbed last year in October for the first time. The UK and all of Europe. So we're going to be doing that in the summertime with all the festivals that usually occur right around June. But we're doing Australia for the first time this year. We're coming up and doing Hawaii, and we're doing New Zealand and doing Hawaii. There's also South Africa that we're going to be working on doing. There's plans to go to Japan and to South America.
Shinedown's going to be everywhere then.
Pretty much, man. A lot of people are like, you know, why, you know, this, you know, they've said this far into your record and you're still going to tour it, you know, through 2010. I'm like, what do you mean this far into the record? I'm like, we'll push this as far as we can push it. I mean, we have no plans on stopping as far as the release of the singles. I think we have 3 more we're going to release off the record.
I tell you what, to be honest with you, top to bottom, any one of those songs could be a single.
Thanks, man.
It's a very good album, The Sound of Madness. If you don't have that in your store, or if you don't have it in your CD collection, you definitely need to
or in your iTunes.
iTunes
or anything. It's a different age now.
It is, isn't it? Do you guys get to go home for Christmas?
We are, yeah. We actually have tonight's show, and we have a day off tomorrow, and then we do Biloxi, and then we head home for about 11 days, and we go up to Edmonton, Canada, do a New Year's Eve show, finish out the rest of the break, you know, at home, except on the 17th we'll hit Nashville and rehearse for 4 days, and then start touring again. But yeah, we get a break and get to go home for the holidays.
I appreciate it. Best of luck to you tonight. Best of luck in 2010. And rock and roll hit nation tonight, brother.
You got it, man. No problem.
All right, there's Brent with Shinedown. Make sure you get your ass out here tonight. It's going to be a great show. Shinedown, Poplar, and Hailstorm, Black River Coliseum. Doors open up at 6. Show starts at 7 o'clock. I'm Chris Berger for Z95, The Bone.